Hello everybody, Iain Robson here. Welcome back to Space Engineers. So in the last video I just was showing you around some of the starting areas, and this is kind of like my base I've been mucking around with as of late. And as you can see, I have a few ships just floating about. There's my refineries here. I got a stack of 3. That's nothing that crazy. You can make a lot worse than that. Or a lot more, I should say, not a lot of worse. Anyways, so let me show you this little structure. So I'm not the first one to do something like this, but I just thought it was kind of neat, so I decided to make it myself. This is a welding platform, we'll call it a welding platform. Welding can be a bit of a pain because you keep having to go back and get the resources. So for example, let's say I want to weld this heavy block. Oh wait, I don't have all the components. Like, you end up running into situations where you don't have all the components. I did there, so I can't say much about that. But anyways, this is a ship that I got from the Steam Workshop, because you can download blueprints there. And I actually went into creative and adjusted it a little bit, which is kind of neat. Is that in the ground? No, good. So we're gonna go ahead and make this. I did have exactly the same ship without the new engines in it and the new reactors in it, but I don't know what happened. I loaded the game and it kind of exploded and went off into space, so it's floating off into space somewhere. So anyway, so let's go ahead and see if we can't build this. So what this is, the control panel up here, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna make that chip. So let's go ahead and turn on our welders. So there you go. That's the advantage of having the welders attached to your main area. So like if we come back over here, it's all attached to our component bin right here, and we have all these assemblers which are making the things we need to actually have this this thing being built. So what will happen is it'll continually get built until it's done. I'm surprised how far those things reach. Wow. Those are twin welders, and if you get close to them they will kill you, so I'm trying to stay far away from it. But that's the mining ship. I think right now we're okay on resources, if I had to guess. Let's come over here, and I have this little ingot summary, and it shows me what my situation is like. Apparently I need more nickel again. So apparently, actually not really. We have 14,000 nickel ingots. We're kind of low on gold. Uranium we're okay on for the time being. And here's our component summary right here for the time being of what we have. And then over here is the same thing, except what this one does is it actually makes the components. So just to give you an idea. So that ship's taking a little bit of time, but as you can see, it is slowly being built. Slowly but surely. So let's go ahead and lower our welders a little bit. There we go. Oh, that's not good. Let's turn off our welders. I don't know what happened there. What happened there? Did we crush it? I think we did. How is that possible though? We didn't even touch the thing. Ah, interesting. Alright, well, that's what can happen in Space Engineers when you're not careful. So here's some of our engines that are just chilling out there for the time being. That's weird. I wonder what I don't think I've ever had that happen before. So I'm gonna go ahead and grind this down and start from scratch again, because I don't know what happened there. That was a bit odd. Be back in a sec. Alright, time for take 2. I think what happened there is, it's happened to me a couple times with these welders, and I think what happened was it actually it got locked on to the thing it was building. And what happened was, because it did that, and I moved it down, I smashed it into the ground, basically, is what happened there. So let's move this down a little bit first. Let's just check the height on that. That's probably pretty good. So in reality, I would probably want this to be, I think I can actually rotate this. Let's see here. Let's go to the projector, and then, which one would it be? Pitch, yaw, or roll? Yaw, maybe? It is yaw. Oh, no, it's not yaw. I want the other way. Is it pitch then? Yes, there we go. But now, it's a bit of an awkward way to actually project that. Let's see here. Let's go vertical, horizontal. There we go, vertical. Adjust that a smidge. There. That's not too bad now. And I should be able to reach all of that. So let's go ahead and position the welders. What's this one? The horizontal one over here. So let's rotate. Put those out a little bit further. That looks good. Let's raise them, I think, a bit more. Might be a good idea. Try and keep them far away as possible. There we go. That should be good. All right, so cross your fingers. Time for take 2. Let's do a quick little save here. And let's see what happens. Over here. What am I doing? There we go. Time for take 2. Now we should be able to do all this right from this. Now this is the cool thing about Space Engineers and stuff like that. You can do this kind of crazy stuff. It looked like it was attached to that still again. I'm a little concerned now. That's just why we save things. Let's do a different save here. Let's call this early game 5. As you can see, I had a mining vessel crash. There we go. So now we're halfway through there. It's still attached, I think. So now it's slowly creating things. Space Engineers is pretty rough on your system, I find. Let's see how this works out. So they were shaking a little bit, which is a little concerning, but it does happen sometimes. Alright. I'm surprised they're able to get all the way down to the bottom. That's pretty impressive. So, like, look how far away they are, and they're able to get all the way down to the bottom, it looks like. Excellent. Things are being made slowly but surely. So yeah, what happened was I smashed this landing gear into the ground, and that's the reason why I had that problem. Apparently there's a freighter over there. I might have to make an assault vehicle soon. Alright, let's continue. I'll come back when it's ready to go. So I'm just flying out to a silver asteroid that I've marked, because apparently I'm low on silver, and that's what's preventing me from making this mining vessel. And there's a freighter over there. Now the funny thing, what I do with freighters often, or things like this, is I run at it with the grinder, and you can actually like take apart certain parts of the ship like that, which is hilarious in my opinion. So I tended to go straight for the reactor right off the bat, and then what happens is they'll kind of like just be sputtering around in space because they can't do anything about it, because they don't have the capability of doing anything else with it. So let's turn inertial dampeners off here. So like I said, we're gonna head to this silver asteroid. It's a little bit further away than I would like to go, but I need some silver in order to make some reactor components. It's a vicious cycle. I did have the mining vessel before, as I mentioned, but I don't know what happened. I put it on the welding bay to mess around some things, I think, and then it disintegrated when I logged back in, so I don't know what the deal was there. So anyhow, I'll be back in a moment. Alright, so I made it to the silver deposit. Just collecting a little bit of silver here. And this is mining by hand. It's slow and painful. Anyways, that's probably good enough. I don't need a lot, just enough to make some, to make a few things. So we'll go from there. Hopefully that's enough. We'll find out. See you back at the base. Alright, so I made it back to base, and we're processing some of that silver. It's probably not going to be enough. So the problem is, if you come down here, this is how you can kind of check where you're stuck at. Steel plates, I think it's fine. It's these guys right in here, these Asimov reactors that take a crazy amount of reactor components. This one needs another 36, it looks like, and this one needs another 190. We'll see if we have enough silver for that. I have a sneaky suspicion we probably won't. So let's go ahead and go back to our assembler here. And I don't think I have an assembler that's making reactor components. Let's just find out. Oh, I do actually. I do, apparently. One of these is a reactor. Probably not the first one. Construction. Bulletproof glass. So this is based on that quota system I showed you guys before. So this automatically, this thing at least, will automatically make these particular items that I have it set to. Motors. Large tube. Metal grid. Interior plates. Must be one of the last ones then. Reactor. And it's missing silver. More silver. So, apparently we're not processing the silver. Alright, we already processed all of the silver, which is entirely possible too. Yeah, it looks like we have processed all the silver already. So it wasn't very much. So that's what happens. Magnesium, nickel, AU, gold. Yep. Not processing that silver apparently, or we, like I said, we probably already processed it, and we just don't have any left, which is kind of crazy already. Looks like we may need some more silver. So one of the things you can do is if you have a lot of something else. So for example, let's say thruster components. Let's go to production. So where's thruster components? Down here. So you can look at what it's made out of, and you actually disassemble things to see what you can get back from them. So we don't have any of those. We don't have any solar, small steel tubes, no. So for example, shield components, you can get silver back from those. So I have a shield generator here that I was messing around with. So if we take this apart, and then this is just a mod, if you're wondering where I got it from. So now I have some shield components. So what I can do now is, if you ever watch me play Minecraft, you'll know this is like very similar to the way I play Minecraft. Put those back in there. And shield components. Let's go to the assembler here. And then what we can do is disassemble the thing we have in our inventory, which is this guy right here. Let's take the ammo out of there. And what you can do is go to disassemble and disassemble all, and then you'll get back the components associated with that. So what this will allow is my other production facility to make some more reactor components. I thought I had more of those shield. I must have kept them on my person, and then let's check this right here. Do I have the shield components in here? No. I thought I may have. But anyways, that's probably where all my silver went the first time. Alright, maybe it's in the grinder then? Not this one. Where's the other one? This is where you need like a shipyard kind of idea. Do I have it in here? No. Okay. Maybe not. So maybe we need some more silver then. Alright. How many reactor components do we have now? Probably not enough still. 5. A whopping 5. Alright, so let's continue our process over here and see how far we can actually get with this now. Not very far, apparently. Just that far. There you go. And that's what can happen when you take apart things. Need more reactor components. Need more silver. Silver is, if you look at their summary of ingots up here, you can see that our silver is super, super low. And this is supposed to, I changed it, so it should be showing the ores, but it's not doing a very good job. Process the silver. Alright, looks like we need to get some more silver then. Alright, I'll be back again. Alright, we're back. Rolling a little bit now. I think we have enough reactor components. Let's see if we can't get this done. Looks like it's slowly coming together. Oxygen bottles refilled, that's good. That's funny. Silver is the thing you need for oxygen bottles, and I ran out of silver at one point and I lost my oxygen bottles. So I kept having to like respawn in order to try and find silver. It took me forever to find silver in this game. It's not supposed to be that difficult, but it took me a lot longer than it should have, but it happens. Looks like it's coming along nicely. This is good. As you can see, most of the welders are working now. I'm not going to move them. They're in a nice spot. They're able to reach all the way down to the bottom, I think, so if push comes to shove, I can always go down there and do some manual welding, but should be okay for the most part. I think the thing we might run into is the superconductor components, I think. The ones you need for the different types of thrusters I put on there, so we'll see what happens. coming together slowly. So the way this works actually is you just put, it's like whatever's attached to it. So like it's like one step at one point at a time. It's kind of interesting the way you can weld things together. Like these are obviously big welders, but you can do it by hand too. It just takes a long time. Slowly but surely it's coming together. This is good. We'll slowly find out what we're missing. If we're missing anything at this point. I don't think we will miss anything. The big part was probably the silver, which is always the case, which I have to go get some more silver now. So it's good to know that we were a bit low on that. This is what the mining ship is for. This is like an updated version of the one I was using before. This one, like I said before, has the fancier style of thrusters on it. The original just had like vanilla thrusters on it. So now this thing is like pretty nimble for a mining vessel. More nimble than it was before, that's for sure. So, all right. Wonder what's being made now. I wonder if there's like a display screen you could set up so you can see what's being welded. That'd be kind of interesting, and what you're missing. There should be. It's a question of finding it, I suppose. So it looks like it's doing the sides. So we come over here. Yeah, it looks like it's doing the engines on the side right now. It looks like. And then things are slowly coming together. So that thing actually has like, it actually has a heavy armor setup. It has heavy armor on it because you end up bumping against the rocks a lot. So having that actually really makes a big difference. Looks like we're doing all right now. Almost done. Still haven't got the drills on the front yet, which is pretty important considering it's a mining vessel. But you know, if they stop, you know you're missing something, basically. Just a question of what. That is the question always. So that's why you can kind of turn things off and go in there and manually check with your welder and see what components you might be missing. The nice thing about having hooked up to your main system like this is the fact that whatever you don't have is probably just being made, which is nice. So, all right, we'll come back when this is done. All right, looks like our vessel is completed. Had to do a little bit of manual placement of a couple things. Looks ridiculous right now. I don't know what's going on there, but it looks like it is done. Actually, no, I think it happened. It's I know it happened. For some reason, it's projecting stuff that's in place, and I think that's what's happening. So, like, if I take this out, let's say this drill, there should be a drill right there. Yeah, that's what's happening. Crazy, isn't it? Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. I don't know why that happened like that, but that's strange. Let's see if we can't finish that last little bit there. I don't know what's going on. It's funny because like I can actually manually place this and it will be able to do it, but it won't want to do it right now by itself. Anyways, that's basically the finished vessel. There's a camera over here, apparently. I don't know what the deal is. There's something messed up with the projector right now, and I don't know what it is exactly. So anyways, so let's place this back here. And we have the camera in the right place. I think that's just about everything. And there's a camera there. Alright, so let's weld that last little piece up there. There we go. There we go. So I believe that is a finished vessel. I don't know what the deal is, but apparently it's projecting stuff. So like that's why you had that weird, like there's this right over here that still needs to be this camera, but for whatever reason it doesn't want to put it down, so whatever. Alright, so let's go ahead and put some fuel in this. So let's grab some fuel from our reactor over here. Let's grab, let's say, maybe 10. And put some in each of the reactors. Hopefully things don't explode. Yeah, so it's weird. I don't know what the deal is. It's like missing a couple cameras here. Oh well, we can do that manually after. Small reactor. Oh, that's the one that's attached to the bottom. I was like, small reactor? I don't remember putting one of those in there. I'm looking for find? Don't let me search it. The azimuth reactor. So here's one right here. So let's put 5 in that reactor. Confirm. Now I need to find the other one. And 5 in that one right there. And then that should have enough energy to launch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save the game, because I've been having random problems with this. And let's go ahead and attach the projector now. There we go, and that should be ready to go now. So let's detach the reactor, and let's grab the landing gear here. Alright, so that is the mining vessel now. So let's raise up and down, which is this one right here. Let's go ahead and raise that up like so, get it out of the way, and then we will retract that, get it right out of the way there. So there you go. So let's hop into this guy. There's the cockpit right there, and bottom. So originally it was labeled, but apparently the labels didn't follow through. Let's go with 5 for the front camera, which I'm pretty sure that one is. Yes, that one is. Good. And what we need to do as well is we need to go to the control panel, grab all the drills. We can delete that group because it's probably not going to work now. And we'll save this as drills. Save. Let's go back into this menu. Let's go to the groups, grab the drills, and we'll toggle them on and off. And that's the ejectors. And we need one more camera. Let's see here. Should be at the back if memory serves. Because we need one just so we can see where we're going when we back up. So let's rotate that. And let's put that camera in place. Good. Alright, let's see how this thing runs now. Let's go to camera on the front. So you can actually also...
Ship fuel low.
Whoa, ship fuel's low. Oh my goodness. So this thing's pretty maneuverable for a mining vessel. So here's how it would work. So like, let's say we want to... do I have a spotlight on the front? I think I do. Let's go here, and I think it's in... Yeah, there it is. Put the spotlight on 2, toggle block on and off. So what will happen is when we go to our camera and we want to see some more, we can put the spotlight on and off. Whoa, that's loud. Let's turn that down a little bit. There we go. So our reactors are producing 59 megawatts, which is probably way more than this thing actually needs, but I was messing around with some stuff. So let's go ahead and get some iron here. And what should happen is we should see our... So if we go over here and get some iron. There we go. So now we're getting iron. So it should go into our large cargo container like so. Nice. And then if we get rocks, what I'll be able to do with those is... So look how... I love how maneuverable this thing is now. It's ridiculously... For like forward and back now, I should put some more gyros in here as well. That make it turn. So what I can do here now is, let's say I want to get the ejectors. So let's say I go... I think it's just... If I put stone, I think, in that. I think that's the right one. So let's go grab some stone and just verify this. So if we grab some stone now, there we go. And if we put stone in our, let's say, connector at the back here, if we put stone in there, what should happen is we should see stone coming out the ejectors. Which side's the ejectors on? So we should see it coming out of one of these eventually, if my memory serves at least. I figured out how to do it before. I have like there's a program that I have, I guess it's a mod that allows you to kind of adjust certain things, but no, it must not be that. Oh, there it goes. So there you go. That's what's supposed to happen. So it's supposed to eject the stone, because we don't want stone basically. and they just disappear into space eventually. So, anyways, that is the final of the mining vessel. These are the reactors I have, these Azimuth reactors, and they're just ridiculous. Way stronger than they need to be, basically. So, but it makes this mining vessel a lot more maneuverable than it was before. So basically, that is the updated version. It's got these new thrusters. I don't even know what half these mods are called. I've been following Direwolf's 20s Let's Play series on Space Engineers, and I'm using some of the mods he suggested, so that's the reason why we have these things. Anyways, folks, that's it for me for today. I hope you enjoyed the second episode of Space Engineers. There's a lot of like, okay, let's make something. Okay, stop. Get something else. Make something. Stop. That's the way Space Engineers goes sometimes. Anyways, folks, that's it for me for today. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button for Farm Sim and maybe some Space Engineers. Catch you guys later.